and gentlemen, the Stanley Cup.
All right, Inertia TV fans, daily news of the day. It's no secret that I'm a huge hockey fan, especially New Jersey Devils. And yesterday, MSG Network was replaying a '95 Devils Stanley Cup victory. Got a little teary-eyed. Anyway, maybe we'll enjoy some of that again later. But let's talk about today's daily news of the day. I think we finalized the track listing for our new record, and we're just waiting for a chance to get into the studio. Looks like we're going to have 8 killer tracks on there. Side A, for you old timers, Social Insecurity, Let It Burn, Bring Out the Dead, Bleach Injection. And then on side B, Mount Crushmore, The Space Force, Man in the Ivory Tower, and Fear of a Thrash Planet. So looking forward to that for sure. Now today, I was talking to a good buddy of mine, fellow person that works in the same business that I do, about art. And my favorite artist, I think one of the most inspirational, was this guy named Baczynski. He was a Polish guy. He lived through World War II and communism, and then unfortunately was murdered later in life. But he saw a lot of horrific things, and it shows in his paintings. Like, he lived near ghettos in Poland where the Nazis came and stripped Jews away and sent them to be destroyed. And then he lived also in, so you see a lot of like horrific war themes and just humanity themes. And then he also lived when the communists came in, the Russians. He was a Pole, so Poles never seemed to do well with Germans or Russians. Neither of them seemed to like the Poles, and the Poles always seem to be caught in the middle of those two. Now, Baczynski also, of course, Poland is a very religious country, and you see in a lot of his works, he's got some religious iconography, a lot of crosses or crucifixions. And his work is just stunning. We call him a surrealist, kind of dystopian surrealist. Here's a woman on a horse. What's interesting about him is that he never titled any of his paintings. He famously once said that if I had something to say, I'd write it down. I just have something for you to look at, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But I think part of it, though, was if you think about his expression of art in those regimes that he lived under as a young man, and actually right until his elderhood, political expressions of art probably would be frowned upon. And by not titling them, you're kind of keeping them a little more ambiguous. Now, Baczynski also studied architecture, and he was a photographer. You can see in some of these paintings his architecture skills. He learned how to draft, and he put those into his paintings. He painted a lot of twisted forms and things that are just on the edge of humanity. So you can imagine, as I am, that I would find this quite interesting. If, like this painting, there's a couple things in here that scholars will say, like the blue is called Prussian blue, which some scholars will say that he used purposefully because it was a byproduct of Zyklon gas. So this is a protest piece, and anyway, so that's obviously death. And, most of his paintings are anti-fascist and anti-theist, and this looks to me like, anyway, there's a lot of Christian iconography in this painting as well. And the saying up in the wall also, I think, has some ties to Nazism. So it's like a protest or affronting. A lot of people, political art reflects the horrors that are going on. So that's Baczynski. He's my favorite artist. I'm very much inspired by him. Do you have a favorite artist? If you do, comment below. So besides Harvester, Evil Art, what's your favorite artist? You know what'd be awesome? Watching that Devils Stanley Cup celebration once again. Stay metal, my friends. Let's go Devils, and we can do this. See you tomorrow.
The Stanley Cup. The Devils' amazing playoff run has taken the term teamwork to a new level. Congratulations to the Devils, John McMullen, Lou Lamoriello, John Lemire, and the players. Scott Stevens, this is for you.
It goes to the captain. Then there are handoffs during a skate around the ice. We'll just let you watch and listen.